Hey guys, what's up? iBubba's coming at you with another D2 video. Today we're going over some sets. I've decided to make a series on all the set class items just because so many people always ask, like, is this set good? Is that set good? What build can I play with that set or this set? So I decided why not just make a video for all the sets. That way when you're rocking in D2R, you come across some of these, you can tell if they're useful or not. So what we're going to be doing is, in most cases, pushing builds as far as they can be pushed, or just making cool, fun builds that I like to play with them. Uh, Usually these aren't going to be budget builds, so if you're looking for budget builds, you can gather some information here, but for the most part, these are going to be trying to push them to the limit. Um, so obviously today, episode 1 is going to be the Amazon Mavina's Battle Hymn set. This is actually one of my favorite of the sets, just because of the play style. We're playing Frost Maiden, obviously, because one of the set pieces is a bow, so we have to play something bow related if we want to use the set. And this build is super fun to play. It's slow, so if you're not into slow builds, this isn't your thing. But I like playing builds like this because I like to slow down once in a while and just chill. Literally chill out. This is a Frost Maiden build. So, let's get right into the set. First off, we have the set bonuses. We get +3 to Amazon skill levels, 100 attack rating, 100 defense, 20 strength, 30 dex, 50 all res, and 100 magic find. Not too bad at all as far as the set goes. Um, Now, this piece you can see is the Mavina's Caster Grand Matron Bow. Not a bad bow base, but it does lack a little bit. I mean, it's got attack speed, it's got enhanced damage, but like that's it. Has some attack rating, which is nice, fires magic arrows, but it just kind of lacks in stats. But it does get a little better with the set bonuses. As you can see, we get 2 to bow and crossbow skills, we get some Nova, and we get a little added magic damage. Overall, this isn't a bow you're going to want to use by itself too often. There will be much better rune words, especially with Grand Matron bows. You can get a +3 bow and crossbow skill and then put a rune word in it. So, it is what it is. Next, we'll move to the helmet. Mavina's True Sight. This thing looks wonderful on Amazon, especially. The items always do. So this just adds a little bit of damage. We got defense, replenish life, some to mana, and I've socketed this with a 5/5 rainbow faucet to add some extra cold damage. Um, and this has 30 attack speed, which isn't bad. By itself, it's okay item. Um, Again, nothing like nothing too amazing, but it's okay. It really shines though when it's put with a set because you get 25 all res, 50 bonus attack rating, +1 to all skills. So not too bad. Then we have Mavina's Embrace Kraken Shell. This same thing, a little bit of defense, some defense based on character level, magic damage reduced by 12, and requirements -30. With the full set, you get that 30 hit recovery, which is nice. You get 2 passive and magic skills, some glacial spike casting if you're into that, whenever you get struck. And once again, we have a 5/5 cold skiller just for a little extra cold damage. Then we go to the belt. Mavina's Tenet Sharkskin Belt. Got 20 faster run walk, 5 mana steal, 50 defense, a little bit of light radius. And put it all together, you've got 25 all res. Not too bad. The belt itself is kind of about like the rest of the set. It just seems You know, like it doesn't have a lot of stats, but they are stats that we need. Faster run walk's nice, mana steal's nice, so why not? Um, this is a belt that I have used on other characters as well. Melee characters and stuff, if I need a little mana steal and I just haven't got any great belts yet, I can throw this on. Gives me some mana steal, and why not? Then we have Mavina's Icy Clutch Battle Gauntlets. Again, some more cold damage added, some defense, strength, dex, half freeze duration, and some extra gold for monsters. Put it all together, you got another 20 cold skill damage, add some extra cold damage, and that's why we're using this with a Frost Maiden build. So pretty much pure cold, and we have some other stuff as well. Getting out of the set, I chose to use the Crescent Moon Amulet. There are some other amulets that you can use, really. I just like this one for the extra mana and stuff, plus mana steal, life steal. This is a build that you can run out of mana easily, so I like to be able to get mana back without chugging potions all day. Then we use a Ravenfrost. Ravenfrost is used on like tons of builds for the Cannot Be Frozen, but this literally has like every stat we're looking for. Attack rating, adds damage, adds dexterity, which adds more damage, adds mana, some cold absorb, why not? Pretty good ring for Amazon all in all. Then I'm just using a dual leech ring, mana steal, life steal, that's all that matters on this. Of course, this one is a super good one with life and strength and dex and resist, just insane stats. But really, the mana steal, life steal is what we're looking for. You can use you can even go like a Nagel ring or something here if you want to, or a BK ring or another Ravenfrost would be good as well. Then for the boots, I like to use Wartravs. Really decent boots, strength, vitality, adds a little damage, faster run walk, and it has a little bit of magic fun, which is super good. You could also use like treks, water walks, whatever. Stuff like Goblin Toe, stuff like that isn't as good for bows, but you could do that if you really wanted to. I just really like Wartravs. Then for our inventory, we've got Hellfire Torch, we've got the Annie, we've got a Geeds for some extra magic fun, and we have some bow and crossbow skillers. These are totally optional. Now these are really nice with the 40 life, which is why I just chose to go ahead and go with them. But just plain crossbow skillers are okay. They add a little damage, but they're not going to be like insane like with a paladin or something where you gain like, thousands of damage or something. And then I just have some magic fun charms. You can really use life charms, life and mana charms, whatever. Whatever you find would be fine here. Then on Switch, I've got Call to Arms and a Spirit Shield. You can not use the Spirit Shield if you want. It does make you put in a little extra strength for the set overall to be able to use it. But it's not far off. I think the chest is the biggest piece at 122, so it's not a lot of strength that you have to put in. So why not? Just go ahead and use it. Then for our mercenary, I'm just using Infinity, Fortitude, and Andy's Visage. You could use an Infinity Merc or a Insight Merc instead, but this is a elemental build, so we use Infinity just because. Why not? So now for our stats. For Bozan, I always like to just max dex, so I've got enough strength, 156, to wear that Spirit Monarch. Then I put a little bit in vitality. I like to make sure I'm going to be above 1,000 HP when I bow, so I like to put a little bit in the vitality, and then I just throw everything else. right in the decks. I want to make sure I always hit, and I always want to make sure I do plenty of damage. So we throw the decks in. This is what we call kind of a glass cannon build. We're focused more on damage than survivability, but that's why we have tons of life and mana steel to help with that. For our build, we're going again Frost Maiden, so we have Freezing Arrow. This is just going to freeze stuff, which is really nice. Then we've got Inuit Synergy Cold Arrow, just for some extra damage. Then we have Strafe. Strafe is one of those things you can put 1 point into it, or you could put all the points into it. I just chose to stack it up because why not? We have a lot of points for this build, so with not a lot of places to put skills, so I just went ahead and strafed it up. For magic, I just put a point into everything here. We've got a little extra in the Pierce. You really just need 75%, but I went a little overboard. With Penetrate, put some extra points here just for some extra attack rating. You could go some extra Crit Strike. You could put some extra points into these if you want, just to get some nice evade, dodge, avoid. With Valkyrie, you want at least 17 points in here. More points is okay if you want, but 17 is a really good place to be. And yeah, that's it. Nothing in these. You could put some points in and like put a Titans or something, or a Thunderstroke on Switch to do some damage, but you really don't need it. And with Mav set, it's not really good. It's not going to offer any good bonuses for poking stuff, so it's probably best just to leave this area empty. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's see, let's go someplace where I know there's cold immunes. Obviously a best place to go would be to Ancient Tunnels. You're never going to run into any inherent cold monsters there. That's why Cold Sorks farm Ancient Tunnels a lot. But we've got enough gear with this. We should be able to handle cold immunes just fine. God, the cast speed on Amazon is terrible. And this is one reason why I like this build, because getting cast speed on Amazon with Enigma is just ridiculous. Look at these guys doing. So you can see, does plenty of damage. These guys up here are going to be all cold immune, so we don't freeze them. But you see, we put on Strafe, and everything just gets demolished. And you can see the fire from our torch is ridiculous with Strafe. I absolutely love it. That's one of the best things about this build, in my opinion. You're attacking so fast with Strafe that you're just throwing out these waves of fire. It's great. Again, cold immune, so I'm just going to strafe it up for tons of fire. The fire waves don't really do much, by the way. It just looks cool. Especially if you play with a group, they're going to be like, holy cow, that Amazon's going crazy. But yeah, you can see we can take care of cold immunes just fine. See if we can find like some snakes to freeze up. There you go. You can see it's pretty nice. I actually forgot to put my Valk out. You want to keep your Valk out. Just kind of let them go up, because you see we only have like 1,100 to 200 health. So you want to make sure stuff dies before it gets to you, usually. As you can see, slow, but super fun build. You can see my mana going crazy. But yeah, farm Worldstone Keep. Farming bosses isn't that fun with this build, although with Strafe you can do some work, but not that great for bosses. I would just stick to some like level 85 areas. Farm some chaos. You can take down Diablo with this, but like I said, bosses kind of suck because we don't have like any crushing blow, any of that stuff.
I need mana.
So yeah. But everything else you kill pretty quick. And it's super nice with the freeze. That's what I like most about this build as well, is just freezing everything, making it kind of safe. It's also good to farm this build with a like a melee character, because you can just freeze everything for him. You don't need to get a holy freeze merc, and you just let them do the work and you just freeze stuff. So all in all, not too bad. Again, like I said, one of my favorite builds for as far as sets go. Not my favorite one, we'll get to that in a later episode, but Mavina's Battle Hymn, it's fun to play. Something that's worth putting together, maybe not as your first character, but later down the road. It can be super fun to play, so keep a hold of those set pieces when D2R comes out. And I will see you guys in the next video.